And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the third and final session of day 5 of the European Classic Powerlifting Championships, coming from you from Skierniewice, just outside Warsaw in Poland. We are looking forward to a quite spectacular session this evening because we have two A flights back to back, and these A flights are the 83 and 93 kilo classes. We've given Rob a little rest tonight. His coach insisted that he had to get a couple of training sessions in while he was here. So I'm delighted to be joined once again by Amelia Porter. Welcome back to what we're now calling the commentary tent.
Thank you for having me, Martin. It's lovely to be back, and also for such an exciting session. I'm really excited to be here with you.
Well, you can see the order of play. Remember, these are all juniors, but we've kind of forgotten that a long time ago. Such is the quality of the lifting, and the clock is ticking down towards 0. And the first out is Simon Jonsson Myhrvold from Norway, and he is opening on 230 kilos. That looks like a good opener.
Looked nice and deep. Yep, 3 white lights for Seaman.
And that is a good lift from Jonsson Myhrvold. I'm sorry, my screen is in the process of being adjusted, and we've now got Esteban Pablo Hernandez. Pablo Hernandez Esteban. That's better. And he's opening in 252.5 kilos. Eight lifters in this flight.
Yeah, I think this will absolutely fly by again.
Yeah, the other 11 were in the B flight that you may have seen earlier. And the idea, I think, of the organisers, Amelia, is to put I hesitate to say the most dramatic action on at prime time in the evening, where the most people have the chance to do it. In the old days we may have had the 83s in the afternoon, 93s in the evening, but now we're having the top lifters from both lifting back to back in the prime slot. This is Guillaume Parisot from France.
I believe Hernandez Esteban also got 2 blues on his last lift, so it's not a good lift, and he does not have one quite yet on the board, but he has another chance to come back out and get that.
And this is Parisot. PB is 275, so this should be quite comfortable.
Well, it looked good from here.
Just wait for the lights, and they are all white. Now Luke Wilson, Great Britain.
As you were saying before, obviously what people expect to be a more exciting session in the evenings, the only negative that brings for the lifters, perhaps if they cut, is that they have to wait quite a while throughout the day before they can have something to eat.
Yes, indeed. So many factors to consider when setting the timetable for these championships, trying to fit 600 lifters in over 10 days at sub-junior, junior and open level. So this is Luke Wilson, 257.5, 10 kilos below his personal best.
Looks like a good lift from here, and Luke's been competing 5 years for GB. That is a good lift, 3 white lights for Luke Wilson.
Now, Jose Lopez Llorente from Spain, 260 kilos. So has Rob left you any jokes to tell this evening, or are you going to rely on your own?
He did tell me a lovely long list of jokes which I have chosen to ignore.
Oh, well, he'll be able to use them tomorrow in that case.
I'm sure he'll be happy about that.
So, Lopez Llorente, 260. 10 kilos below his personal best.
There are a few lifters who have their necklace in their mouth while they lift as kind of, I suppose, a ritualistic element of their lifting.
That looks good.
Yeah, and that is a good lift. 3 white lights, sorry.
Now, Nathan Javard. ,22 years old. One of the favourites for the title, certainly to be in the podium, but it's okay to be a favourite, but you've got to deliver.
Nathan has 1 more year as a junior, I believe.
And he has the biggest deadlift, which gives him a big advantage over everyone else. How many times have we seen the deadlift, big deadlifter, coming from nowhere to win the title or the place?
Yeah, we love an exciting deadlift session, and I think we'll get one as well.
Looks good.
Looked very easy for Nathan there. Just waiting with the centre ref there. And that is 2-1, a good lift.
Called for depth by the referee on the far side.
It's so fast, it's really quite hard to tell.
I don't think the jury would do anything about that. And Orlandi from Italy. .265.
There are 2 Italians in this flight, both opening with the 2 biggest squats as well.
Yeah, 2 Italians, 2 British. Two Spaniards.
Wow.
French and Norwegians make up the 8.
Maybe they can team up.
Pairs powerlifting.
Looked like a nice easy opener, yep.
Easy, says the speaker.
3 white lights. That's a good lift.
Now, Mazzucchelli from Italy, opening on 280 kilos. PB 303, Italian junior record holder. That's not right. This is the junior just squatting over 300 kilos
It's absolutely
at 83s.
absurd. We might see him try to break his own record today, possibly for his 3rd.
Be interesting to see how much he wants to be conservative and how much he wants to gamble.
I think him and Nathan are so close, it's really every kilo counts. That is 3 white lights, a good lift. It certainly didn't look hard for him.
And at the end of the first round, we'll have a quick look at the scoreboard. Or maybe not, yes we will. And Matsukieli leads with 280 kilos. Bruvik from the B group this afternoon is on 265 along with Orlandi, and Javao next best in 262.5. And I think when we get to the end of the second round, the lifter from the B group will have vanished, and it's Simon Jonsson Mirvold, Norway, 242.5 kilos.
His previous squat PB is 250 kilos, so this is just 7.5 kilos short of that. So it would be safe to think that he has this.
Had to work.
Yeah, had to work a little bit, but it did look like a good lift from him. Yeah, and that's 3 white lights for the Norwegian lifter, and it's a good lift.
Pablo Hernandez Esteban. Now he got, I was being distracted by the screen being adjusted, and you say he got 2 blue lights last time.
Yeah, he got 2 blues and 1 white. It was very quick, so I didn't actually manage to see what the blues were for. But
probably soft knees, because it wouldn't have been downward movement, presumably, if it was quick.
yes, and there was a Spanish lifter in the earlier flights who I believe struggled with a soft lockout as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he was eliminated after the squats, actually.
Yes, really, really unfortunate. So hopefully, you know, his teammate can get a squat on the board and lock those knees out.
So he missed 252.5. This is for 260. Remember, after the third round, we go straight to the 93s, no break.
He's really working for it. Can he push it through? He's fighting. Wow.
Now lock those knees. I think that's good.
Yep.
Wait for the
That's 3 white lights. Wow.
Well, his heart would have been in his mouth there, going up 7.5 kilos and having to work that hard.
I think his dinner might have been in his mouth working that hard.
Well, I think if I was him or his coach, I might say, let's leave it there and rest up for squats, because I'm not sure there's another 2.5 kilos.
No, and he looks like one of the stronger deadlifters as well, so he definitely will need that energy later in the day.
Now, Guillaume Parisot, 265 for the French lifter. And there's an energy in the hall this evening.
Yes, I think more of the open lifters are starting to fill up the stands and bringing that good energy, which is really, really nice to see the support from all the countries.
And of course we had rafts of school children in earlier today in relays.
By the hundreds, really. There was loads of them.
Some of them even watched the lifting.
In between looking up from their phones, yeah. Now this lifter holds his low boss so low down his back. And that is 3 white lights, a good
I think
lift.
that would pull my shoulders out of their sockets.
Yeah, I think if I'm not wrong, he competed at the Arnold's in England, and he did actually, it slipped down his back because he really does hold it so low onto his back.
Pity the poor rear spotter in that case.
Yeah.
Now this is Luke Wilson again, 267.5 kilos.
So this is a matched squat PB for Luke Wilson. He seems very fired up. It's great to see. This is Luke's last year as a junior. Fighting for it,
That's
yeah.
nice.
Very nice. A little bit of a sticking point, but he fought through and it kept smooth. Yep, that is a good lift. 3 white lights.
Now, Jose Lopez Llorente, Spain, 270 kilos on the bar.
Another match PB. 270 is his current personal best, and that is what he has on the bar for his second now.
With a jump of 10 kilos from his opener.
Taking his time.
Yeah, I'm looking at the clock. 15 seconds.
He doesn't seem stressed, and you know, if you know,
He's fine if he doesn't have to re-rack.
and that looked very deep from here. Wow.
And easy.
Yep, 3 white lights, that is a good lift. Well, like you said, if a lifter knows they're set up and it takes a certain amount of time, it's fine as long as they don't have to re-rack, because we've seen it before where they have and they've just let the clock run down and not got the lift because of it.
Now Nathan Javal, he's taking 277.5 kilos, just 2.5 kilos short of his personal best.
A 12-kilo jump from his opener, which, to be fair, looked very, very good.
Yeah, I think the opener's just to get one on the board, and then he's got to contend. It's always a balance. Are you too conservative and give kilos away by that, or are you too aggressive, don't make a lift and give kilos away by doing that? And the job of the coach and the lifter in tandem is to get the number just right. Don't leave kilos on the platform, but don't tackle more than you can do.
It's a nice strong walkout from Nathan there.
Oh, that's a great squat.
Really, really nice. And yep, 3 white lights on the board. A good lift for Nathan.
Now, Andrea Orlandi from Italy. The 2 Italians still to come out.
A whopping 15-kilo jump from his opener and 10 kilos above his current personal best.
Well, the Italian juniors have been on fire this week. They seem very selective who they bring, because virtually everyone that they bring is contending for a medal, and more often than not the title.
Absolutely. There are more and more teams doing that now, I think, having a really tough selection process. So the competition we get to see as the viewer is so, so good.
Oh, it's a fantastic lift.
He knows it as well. He's giving himself
Well,
a
the
nod.
coach knows it.
That's 3 white lights, a good lift. The coach knows it, he knows it, and everyone watching knows it.
Now, Mazzucchelli, also Italy, 295 kilos on the bar. His PB, the Italian junior record, 303. The first one came up so well.
Yeah, I mean, it's safe to think that he's going to be out to try and break his record today.
2 Italians, 2 different coaches, battling for the squad gold. Javao and Orlandi have both gone 285, and Javao is the lighter. Oh, he smoked that again.
Still so
What do you think, 305?
I think, yeah. I think if it's there, why wouldn't he want to get those extra kilos on the board?
Well, the European junior record is 3:03. I suspect it's his record,
Yeah.
with that being his PB. It's also the world junior record, so maybe 3:03.5 would be the number.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you can get the chip, why not take it? There's been a few instances in lifting that I've seen where people have chosen not to take the chip, which definitely seems like a peculiar choice. So if it's there, I think so.
Now Janssen Meervold.
So this will be a match personal best.
250 kilos. 250 kilos in the 83s, and he's coming out first. No.
Just a bit too heavy today. I've just seen that the Italian lifter has put 308 kilos on the bar. So he took the chip just a little higher than we expected.
No messing.
Absolutely
And
not.
I think that's looking more at the total and his desire to become the European champion. Already this is building, isn't it? And it's Pablo Hernandez Esteban, 262.5 kilos. Remember, at the end of this round, we moved straight to the 93s.
So Hernandez did not get his first squat because of a soft lockout. He went up anyway, got the squat. It was hard, so he's only gone up 2.5 kilos.
I'm not sure he'll come out.
No, by the looks of it, he's just kind of done that to give the other lifters some time.
He's done the decent thing and given the other lifters the minute they were expecting to get, so that nothing is pushed forward. And that's the convention really in a small group. Trouble is, we had a lifter doing it this afternoon in a group of 14.
Yeah. I was going to say, in a bigger group, really the etiquette is to, say you're not going to come out, so it speeds up a little bit. But here,
I guess the question is, at which number does the etiquette change?
I suppose so. I think a solid 12 is a good halfway point there.
So, as we suspected after the second round, Hernandez Esteban did not come out for the third round, but he did the decent thing in a small flight and gave the other lifters the rest they required. So Guillaume Parisot, 270 on the bar, 5 kilos short of his personal best.
Just forgot to take his earphones out there, as you're not allowed that on the platform.
A real buzz in the arena. Well, he got the squat command ages ago. He's just waiting till he's ready.
He's fighting through. Can he get it up?
I think he can. What a battle.
There was a second there I didn't think it was going to go, but he carried on pushing.
3 white lights. Luke Wilson, 272.5. He equaled his PB, as you said last time, Amelia. This time for a 5 kilo PB with 272.5.
The bar is ready for you. It is a new personal best squat for you.
This will be his last squat as a junior lifter.
And the jury is going to the speaker. And I'm wondering if the last lift of Parisot is going to be overturned. But this is Luke Wilson.
And he gets it up. What do the referees have to say? That is 2-1, a good lift, and that's all he needs for a lift on the board. That is
Called for depth by the centre referee, called good by both sides. Now, Jose Lopez Llorente, my apologies.
Next lifter from Spain. About is running from you, Jose Lopez Llorente.
Paraso's lift has not been overturned. I'm not quite sure what the visit was for, but Paraso is still showing us a good lift. So Lopez Llorente takes 275, 5 kilo personal best.
lovely and deep, and he grinds it up. He nods to himself. I think he knew he had that. Let's wait to see what the referees have to say. 3 white lights.
Great lift.
Really
now
fantastic.
Nathan Javot. Now this is for the silver medal in squat, because he and Orlandi are both going for 285. Orlandi is 300 grams heavier. And that 300 grams will be the difference between silver and bronze if both make their lift. But if Javot does not make this, Orlandi gets silver, irrespective of whether he's successful or not. Looks very cool, very calm walking to the platform.
Gets the start command. And he fights it up, he's pushing through it. Can he get to the top?
Oh, what
wow.
a battle! He gets to the top and smiles.
What do the referees have to say?
No,
oh, that is
I wasn't sure about the depth. Let's look at it again. British coach goes straight to the jury. I wasn't sure. I'm more sure, you know, from that it was good, but the referees have a better view. We're looking at it on a screen. And this is Orlandi. And as things stand, he is the silver medalist. This is only for total purposes. Be a huge PB as well. Came in with a PB of 270. This to take it to 285. That looks good.
He gets up, what do the referees have to say?
Yeah. 3 white lights, yeah. Now Mazzucchelli, 308 kilos to beat his own world junior squat record in his last ever squat as a junior lifter. Trying to set the target for all that will try to follow in the years to come.
Good luck to them. What an amazing way to finish your squat career as a junior.
Eduardo Mazzucchelli, a massive 308 kilos. And this is really going to help him in total as well. This is going to open up a big gap between him and Javot that was not there in the initial prognosis. Can he 308.
He fights it up.
Oh, that came up so well.
Let's just see what the referees have to say. And
It's
that's
a good lift. 3 white lights. And with his last ever junior squat, he sets a new junior squat world record. What a fantastic finish to the 83s. And we go straight into the 93s. Just to summarize, Mazzucchelli, gold with a world record 308 kilos. Orlandi, silver, 285. Javot, bronze, 277.5. With Lopez Llorente just 2.5 kilos further behind. And this is the 93s. And first of all, we've got Alfredo Maceras Castro, and he is taking 247.5 kilos.
247.5 for the first attempt.
Rozpoczynamy start drugiej grupy, czyli kategoria junior do 93 kg jako pierwszy. Alfredo Maceras z Hiszpanii.
His current squat personal best is 280.5, so this is well below his capabilities.
Maybe he's been conservative, seen what's happened to his colleagues, and he'll do big jumps. Maybe he's just not in the shape he was in when he set that Spanish junior squat record. See how this moves.
It's lovely and deep, and
Yeah.
definitely looks like he could squat a lot more than that.
Maybe not 280.5, but certainly a couple of 10 kilo jumps there, I would think.
Absolutely.
Now, Isak Asperud from Norway, 250 kilos on the bar.
Just 20 years of age, the Norwegian lifter.
We've got joint speakers, one in Polish, one in English. I think that's a really good idea, actually, to, use the host nation language as well as the sort of universal language of powerlifting.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've had people come in and out watching the powerlifting, which has been great.
So Asperud. Oh, wow.
Absolutely rapid.
He's shaking so much you think he's not going to cope with this, and then boom, boom, and it's over.
3 white lights, that is a good lift.
Next lifter from Great Britain, Jack Hopkins.
Oh, now Jack Hopkins. Jack is 19 years old. He's just out of the sub-juniors. He was the sub-junior world champion. He was the sub-junior best lifter. And now he's got 4 years in the juniors. And let's see what he can do. This is probably the settling in junior year. Let the 23-year-olds get out of the way, and next year he'll be 20. But he trains with Paul Rees down at Bournemouth Barbell. And I've seen some of his training, and it's quite incredible what he's doing for his age and body weight. Huge deadlifter as well.
Absolutely. And already at the age of 19, competing for 4 years.
That's smooth. And some of the rack pulls he's been doing, quite insane.
3 white lights, that's a good lift for Jack.
Now, John Vortel from the Netherlands, 252.5 kilos. The other co-commentator helps me with my Dutch pronunciations, but I don't think we need to for this one.
He did tell me actually though that wortel is Dutch for carrot.
Yes, he's full of these gems.
He made sure I mentioned that.
Other root vegetables are also available.
We are not sponsored by carrots. This is just 10 kilos shy of his current personal best, 252.5 kilos on the bar. Ooh, a little bit sticky in the middle there. Not sure what happened. And that is 2-1, not a good lift. He gets a blue from the center
Well, the
ref.
coach goes to the jury. Ironically, a coach that is often on the jury himself. Now, Ian Kalmick from Ireland, 255.
By the looks of it, the Dutch squat is being overturned to a good lift. As a jury member himself, I'm sure he knew. Maybe they would change the call.
Yeah, Vortel has been given a good lift.
And that was a very easy lift from the Irish lifter there.
Just wait for the referee's lights.
Yep, and that is 3 white lights.
Now this is the overall favourite for the title, Richmond Biden from France. We first saw him in Lithuania in 2019 before COVID, and the French had huge hopes for him then.
With still 2 years left as a junior,
Yeah,
and a current Scott record, personal best and record of 300.5 kilos.
he'd just come out of the sub-juniors, I think, in 2019, or he may have even been in the last year as a sub-junior. So 275, 5 red plates either side.
Wow.
Wow.
It moved very, very well. But let's see what the referees have to say about it. Yep, and that is 3 white lights for Rico.
Now Andre Cicero, 75 kilos. Again, 23 years old, his last year as a junior.
This is 2.5 kilos above his current squat personal best of 272.5 kilos. I mean,
Great squat.
That looked very, very deep from here. And the referees like it as well. That is 3 white lights.
Now, Yulong Lee from Sweden, 280 kilos, last out in the first round. And he's got another year as a junior next year.
His current personal best is 300 kilos. And I believe the world junior record is 331 kilos, the same as European.
I don't think anyone's going to get there today. Wow. Empty bar stuff.
And there's 3 white lights for you, Longley.
And that's the end of the first round. And we can see that Rastam from the first flight, sort of the B group earlier, leads with 282.5, then Lee on 280, Richmond Biden on 275, same as Cicero, Andrew Rowe from the B group in 5th place, but I think the B group lifters will be overtaken in the second round. First up, it's Vortel, Netherlands.
I believe his first squat was not given, but then overturned by the jury.
That's right.
He's fighting through it. He gets up. It was a little bit hard. His belt didn't seem to be done up.
It does seem very loose, but it's 3 white lights. Still, it goes up to 262.
His belt undid as he came up out of that squat.
That explains a lot. Maceras Castro, 262.5 kilos on the bar. Looks good.
And 3 white lights. That is a good lift for Alfredo.
Now, Jack Hopkins, second round, 265 kilos. Taking a 12.5 kilo jump from what looked a really comfortable opener. He's still 7.5 kilos below his PB, and I would guess if this goes well, he might try 275 with his third, but need to see how this one moves first.
Coach watches on.
He must be so used to winning everything as a sub-junior. So I think he's got to accept this is his learning year in the juniors. But if he can keep on improving.
Yeah, and a strange transition, I'm sure, but maybe less pressure, can enjoy the competition more.
And maybe the higher level opposition will bring out even more.
That was
That looked
lovely.
very comfortable.
Yeah, almost a paused squat from Jack there.
Well, he got red for depth from the center referee from Sweden.
Well, the side referees gave it a white light, and it did, certainly from the sides, look very, very deep.
So this is Asperud, Norway. Remember when he took it off last time, it was shaking, and then it was just down and up really easily.
A bit like that, Martin.
Yeah.
You can tell he's shaking because his ponytail goes with him.
The Norwegian Biskov.
3 white lights, that was an excellent second attempt there.
Now, Ian Kalmik. I'm guessing Eon is a variation on Ian.
Yes, I don't imagine it's iron, more towards the science side of things.
Well, he looks very positively charged.
Well, I'm glad you're here instead of Rob then. That's a joke for all you science folks who are out there. Wow.
Looks good.
Moved very smoothly for a second attempt. That is 2-1, a good lift.
Well,
Just got called on depth there.
yeah, the referee from Ukraine called it on depth, and it was on the border. I can see where the white and I can see where the red are coming from. It's what Ralph and I always used to say, it's going to be a 2-1, but you just don't know which way the 2-1 is going to go. If you're watching, Ralph, and I'm sure you are, greetings from Poland. Hope you're enjoying the coverage, and we're all missing you, and hope you'll be back with us next year. Andrea Cicero, Italy, 290 kilos to go into the lead with 2 lifters to follow.
This is well above his personal best of 272.5 kilos.
But yeah, I think we guessed the way his opener moved. There was going to be a lot more there. Now let's see what the extra 15 kilos does to him. Not a lot,
Not a lot
as a
at
former
all.
magician used to say.
That is 3 white lights, a good lift.
Now Baden Richmond, 292.5 for the top 2, and Lee from Sweden is lighter than Biden, sorry.
We know that Rico can definitely grind out a squat as well, so if he needs to, it will be there, I'm sure. Wow. Better than his opener, if anything. Let's see what the referees say. Yep, that is 3 white lights, a good lift, and off he goes, smiling towards his coach.
Now Yulong Lee, Sweden, 292.5. This to take the lead at the end of the second round. This is flying by. A reminder at the end of the third round, we will take a break for 10 minutes. And I'm wondering why, oh, of course, the Spanish lifter was from the first flight, yeah.
Question is can Yulong move that as quickly as the French lifter Rico did? Wow, how he recovered
on
that.
earth did he recover that?
That is incredible. 3 white lights as well.
But the answer to your question is no. But if he can recover that,
If anything, it's kind of more impressive.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, at the end of the second round of a fascinating 93 kilo class, Yulong Lee, with that very lopsided recovery, leads with 292.5 on body weight from Richmond Biden, and Cicero from Italy only 2.5 kilos behind. Into round 3, John Vortel from the Netherlands. Will the carrot be beaten by a Swede?
You're no better than Rob, really.
No, he's a bad influence on me.
Lovely and deep. Can he fight through it?
No, not this time.
Unfortunately, not quite there today for John Wartell.
Now, Alfredo Maceras Castro, 270 kilos.
Now this is the number the other Spanish lifter just wasn't quite able to lock out earlier today. So
Yeah, talking about Rojas, De Dios in the B group, missed 260 up to 270 and then missed that twice. But hopefully we have a Spanish lifter this evening who can successfully tackle 270.
Always fighting it.
No. 270 proves elusive once again, but the difference between this afternoon and this evening is Maceras Castro is in the game. Now Jack Hopkins, we thought maybe 275 for a new PB. He has not been tempted. He's going to 272.5 to match his personal best.
And also, you know, if he misses 275, that is a huge amount of kilos off of his total.
Yeah. But then if 272.5 is easy, it's the, as we said, the eternal battle in powerlifting between too bold and too conservative.
Get set up with some fire behind him and some spotters. He pushes it up and it is still moving.
That's a great squat.
Very technically good. That is 3 white lights for Jack Hopkins.
Now Isaac Asperud, 275 kilos for the Norwegian. Danny Jørgensen from Denmark, the technical controller for this session.
Now all of his squats have moved so well so far. He's been extremely shaky off the bat and it concerns us, but then, wow, his squats have been so quick.
Now, was that as deep as the others? I think it probably is. Let's wait and see. Yes! 3 wide lights.
And the camera hadn't panned up by the time, but he really was shaking like a leaf when he unracked that. It was absolutely incredible. And yet again, he moved it extremely well.
Now, Ian Kalmick, 280 kilos.
This is 9.5 kilos above his current best, which looks like it isn't some sort of Irish record.
Jay Ferrand looking on.
Wow. It moved.
Oh, that came up so well.
What do the referees have to say about it? 3 white lights. That is a good lift for Ian.
Well, this is Cicero, and this will move him into the lead, but there are 2 lifters that could push him back down into third. He's guaranteed a medal, but it could be either bronze, silver or gold. To have a chance of gold, he has to make this lift. Otherwise, he settles for bronze.
From what I remember of his first 2 lifts, they both moved very, very nicely.
They did.
Of course, with Yulong and Rico both to follow. Nice strong unrack from Andrea there.
No, not this time. Well,
Unfortunately
he
not.
has to settle for bronze, and the gold and silver is between Biden and Lee. Now Lee is going to 9.7.5. This will keep him in first place. This will build his total, but of course, what will determine the squat gold will not be what Lee does, it will be what Biden does. No, no, no.
Just lost himself under the
Yeah,
bar there.
oh, well done, platform crew.
Very
They were
quick.
in so quickly. Watch how quickly they came in. Look at that. Fantastic work.
Really great reactions from there. And Yulong, I believe, is the current reigning junior world champion. He got that in Turkey of this year.
So Richmond Biden, 3:02.5 on the bar. He is the French record holder. Oh, I believe I said 3:05, my apologies. I meant to say 3:02.5. And this will be a 2 kilo personal best. He is the French record holder with 300.5 kilos.
So it looks like this will be a personal best for Rico as well.
PB, new French record, and gold medal in squat if he makes this lift. No, I think that was high.
I didn't want to say anything.
I don't want to, yeah.
It's 2-1, and if that does not get overturned, which I'm not sure it will, that means that you.
Well, I never say that before the referees because I don't wish to disrespect the lifter, but the words just came out of my mouth, and
the strength is clearly there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just not quite low enough tonight.
but the trouble is when you feel that heavy in your back, sometimes you subconsciously
Yeah.
cut it without intending to. So to summarize quickly before we go to the break, with Biden and Lee both missing their third round attempts, Lee is first, Biden is second, only body weight separating them. But Cicero, who might have worried that he was going to fall way behind, is only 2.5 kilos behind in third place, with Rastum from the B flight in fourth place with 282.5 kilos. We'll take a short break. Join us again in 9 minutes for the bench press. Hello everybody and welcome back to Skirnavise, where we are on day 5, nearing the halfway point in the European Classic Powerlifting Championships 2022. You join us in the midst of the 83 and 93 A groups, lifting back to back. If you're just joining us, you will have missed the squats. You can catch up with it on the Euro Powerlifting YouTube channel anytime. It was a fantastic competition with highs and lows. Now we're ready to start the bench press. We're in the 83s first of all, and we've got Pablo Hernandez Esteban opening on 132.5 kilos.
This is just 2.5 kilos shy of his current bench press PB.
A brave opener then. Or he's improved since the PB was set. Looks good.
Oh.
No, you got yellows. The butt must have come off the bench. Let's have a look at the replay. No, maybe it was something else, because the center referee probably struggles to see the butt coming off the bench. Sorry, we can't give you any further explanation, but this is Luke Wilson, and he's opening with 155 kilos.
Taking his time. His bench setups can be so technical, and before I even finished saying that, he'd finished his lift.
Really good bench.
3 white lights.
And that was within 10 kilos of his PB. Now Matsukieli, PB 170, opening in 162.5.
As you might recall if you were watching the squats, he got 308 kilos and the new junior European record.
Gets the start command. Oh wow.
Very easy for Eduardo.
I'm just wondering, I'm looking at the prognosis,
Yep,
if
and that 3
anyone
white
is going to
lights.
get near him. Now, you've been giving me lessons on how to say Nathan's surname. That's a hard G apparently.
So I've been told, yes, a hard G, Nathan Gavau.
So my apologies for mispronouncing it for the last 18 months. That's the trouble when nobody tells you.
I think you did a better job than most, probably.
I was actually commenting last year from my sitting room in the Outer Hebrides of these championships,
Wow.
because I couldn't travel because of COVID restrictions. So they couldn't get anyone else at short notice.
Still got the job done.
Got the job done. That was an interesting experience. Good to be back right next to the action.
Lovely and quick from Nathan there.
Easy.
Oh, and that's 2-1. He gets a yellow from centre referee.
Don't know what that was for. Now, Guillaume Parisot, 170 kilos. Just taking his time. The clock is ticking down to 10 seconds. You'll see it on your screen and no need. Again, as you said, Amelia, that's great if you don't have a re-rack. But if you do, the lift is gone.
It's a very, very risky setup routine.
I mean, I would say to any lifter I was coaching, by all means take your time, don't be rushed, but have a setup routine no more than 30 seconds, because it gives you a little bit of time to rush it if you have to. And if you want to, you know, get really in depth about it, you can practice the rushes. Everything that can happen in a competition, you can practice in the gym. Everything except the tension and the pressure.
Absolutely, and you know, I'm a huge advocate for trying to simulate your competitive environment. Sets up, still, you only got 12 seconds left on the bar, just as we were saying before. On the timer, sorry.
170 on the bar. It had to work more than some, but it's still good. I wouldn't imagine he'd go more than 5 more for his second. Now, Andrea Orlandi, Italy, 180 kilos.
Just 2.5 kilos shy of his current personal best on bench.
That looked really easy, didn't it?
Yeah, and the referees agreed that's 3 white lights. That is a good lift.
And now, finally, the bench specialist, Simon Jonsson Miervold. 182.5 on the bar, 10 kilos short of his bench press personal best.
Hit the rack there, but it still moved so well.
Far more people are hitting the rogue rack than used to hit the previous one. I actually did it myself in Budapest back in August, and at the end of the first round, Jonsson Miervold leads 182.5, Orlandi second with 180, Lopez Llorente third with 170, alongside Parisot, but at a lighter body weight. Into the second round, and it's Pablo Hernaiz Esteban.
Yet to get a bench on the board currently. I believe he got a blue and a red on his opener.
The only one. Well, that looks better. I don't think there was downward movement there.
Oh.
Well, they said there was.
Let's have a look at
and
that
he looked
on the
shocked.
replay.
All 3 referees called it. Watch where it stops. Does it come down? Yeah. It's marginal, it's minimal, but yes, it does.
And of course with 3 reds, there could be no appealing to the jury.
Yeah. 3 reds or 3 whites, the jury cannot intervene. Now, Luke Wilson, Great Britain, 162.5 kilos.
Luke is fired up for a second attempt, just 2.5 kilos below his current best.
Again, takes his time with the setup. Clock ticks down to 20 seconds and he gets the start command. Looks good, a bit slower than the first, but it was heavier. But it was still good, 3 white lights.
It's a good lift for Wilson. And so close to his personal best as well, you know.
Matsukieli, 167.5.
Just a 5 kilo jump for Mazzucchelli. Perhaps trying to protect that total and just get those few more kilos on it.
Yeah, wanting to take as many kilos as possible into the deadlift. Looks good.
Yep, 3 white lights, although it did look a little bit harder than before, so maybe this is actually nearer his current top end.
Yes. Nathan Gaval, 172.5. Almost on his PB.
That
looked
very
good.
nice, yeah. Held for a little bit at the start there, but
He was.
he got the lift, and that was 3 white lights for Nathan Gaval.
Now Jose Lopez Llorente, 172.5 for him as well. He is 5 kilos below his personal best. And this to move from 4th to 3rd in the bench. 3rd is currently Gaval. And this would beat Gaval on body weight.
Still with 3 lifters left to follow. It's hard, he's pushing it up.
What a battle.
Question is, was there downwards
Yeah.
movement on that? I'm
We'll
not so
soon
sure.
find out. 2 of them said yes, 1 of them said no.
So naturally the Spanish coach is off to talk to the jury, and they
Well,
are
it
reviewing.
seems to be the thing now that every time a lift has failed, the coach goes to the jury. We were saying earlier it used to be a very occasional matter, and now it seems the thing to do.
It did seem to go down at least on one side there, but that's what they're going to probably dispute there at the jury.
Guillaume Parisot, 177.5 kilos.
I believe the Spanish lifters' bench is getting overturned to a good lift.
Meantime, this is Parisot. That's a good lift, yeah.
Yeah, 3 white lights.
That's a no dramas lift. And 2 more in the second round. Jonsson Meervold looked quizzical for a moment because he wasn't out last, as we're used to seeing him, but of course Orlandi has matched the 190 at a higher lot number. Oh, it's a great lift from Seaman.
Yep, the 3 white lights, and I think he might have a little bit more in the tank there.
Well, his PB is only 2.5 kilos more. He may be tempted by 195. I think he wants the bench gold. So they're going to have to guess what Orlandi's going to do, because they can't wait till he's lifted, because they have only got 1 minute. There we see the 190 on the scoreboard. And they wait for the referee's lights. And it's a good lift. And at the end of the second round in the bench, let's have a look at the scoreboard. Simon Jonsson Meervold leads with 190 from Andrea Orlandi on bodyweight. Next best is Parisot, then Lopez Llorente, then Guevao. It's building and building nicely, and we're into the third round, and this is a really important lift. This is Hernais Esteban. He's missed 132.5 twice. He needs this to stay in the competition, and we wish him well. And a hush falls over the auditorium. Gets the start command. Oh, that looks much better. And 3 white lights. What a relief. Now Luke Wilson, Great Britain, 165, just a 2.5 kilo jump. This equals his personal best. That's a great press. 3 white lights. Next, Mazzucchelli, 170 kilos. Looks good. 2-1, he got a yellow. Let's have a look at the replay. See if the butt came up. Most normal yellow. No. Can't see what that was for. Now Jose Lopez Llorente, 175 kilos. Well,
It looks like he's not
yeah,
coming
he
out
didn't
there.
come out. No, Nathan Gavau, sorry. Still a junior next year.
Yeah, he's got one more year in the juniors.
This for a new bench press PB. He's gone up 5. Possibly a risk, but if he can get the extra 5, possibly a big reward.
They definitely will help him out, especially when it comes to deadlifts.
They'll have said to him, Nathan, what do you think you can definitely do?
Mm.
Not what you might be able to do on your best ever day. And they've decided 177.5 is there.
Well, let's find out. And it looks like it is.
And they were right. And the bold approach of not just going another 2.5 pays dividends for Gavau.
3 white lights. Good lift. I believe that
He's
currently puts
also
him
now in bronze medal position
Took the words out my
in
mouth.
bench press, and only the next lifter, Parisot, can beat him. This would push Gavau down to 4th if Parisot makes this lift. Oh, that's a great lift.
Really, really lovely
And that's
third.
a bronze medal to France. Oh, only just 2-1. Just check that again. Well, I don't know what the yellow was for there either. The hips did move a little bit, but they definitely never came off the bench.
No, the glutes were shaking quite a lot, which is maybe what the referee saw.
I think you're allowed to shake.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. Now Orlandi, this to take the lead,
Not yet got his wrist straps on.
wasting time. Down to 40 seconds.
Oh, not quite there today for Andrea.
So the gold goes to Jonsen Meerbold, and he has a chance to extend that lead because he comes out last in the bench press session in the 83s to tackle 195 kilos. And then we go straight to the 93 kilo class. So last in the 83s, Simon Jonsen Meerbold, the bench specialist. His PB is 192.5. This to take it up to 195 kilos. Oh, that's a great lift from Jonsen Meerbold.
3 white lights, a great third bench.
And perhaps we can summarize the 83s quickly before we move on to the 93s. We see the replay first. That's a great bench press. So as we've just seen, Jonsen Meerbold takes gold, 195. Orlandi takes silver, 190. Parisot takes the bronze, 180. And Gabau just 2.5 kilos behind in 4th place. And on to the 93s. And the first out is Alfredo Maceras Castro, and he is going with 155 kilos to open the bench press.
Just asking for a handout here, as you will probably see a lot of lifters do. Some much more specific with their instructions than others, actually.
That's good.
That's 3 white lights for Alfredo.
Now, Ian Kalmick. $180, $165. My apologies.
Just 5 kilos below his current best. Only has been competing 1 year and is 21 years old.
Strong guy then, if he's got this far on a year's training.
Incredible.
A lot of them, they were in the gym before, but just weren't powerlifting specific. That looks like a great opener.
Oh, wonderful. Really, really easy looking. Oh, just a yellow there from the centre ref. Not sure what that was
No,
for.
maybe something we can't see, hidden by the rack. John Vortel, 172.5. Oh, it looks really good.
That's 3 white lights.
And next up we have Jack Hopkins. His PB is 182.5 and he's opening 175.
Wow.
Oh, empty bar. Now Isak Asperud, Norway, 177.5.
We usually see Norwegian lifters be quite competent at benching.
Well, we've just seen one in the 83s for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh.
Just as quick as his squats opener that was.
And no shaking.
No.
3 white lights. Now, Yulong Lee, 185. His PB is 200. Now, how easily will this move? 22, he's got another year.
It's 15
in
kilos
the
short of his
juniors.
PB, so you'd think it moved quite well. Oh,
Well, you might have thought wrong.
he might have used a lot of energy on that second squat where he had to correct the bar.
And that is a no lift. Presumably the butt came up and the center referee saw downward movement. Andrea Cicero, 185 kilos. 2 more in the first round. Cicero and Biden. You can see Biden in the background getting ready. And the referees say, good lift, 3 white lights. So Richmond Biden, 187.5 to lead after 1 round of bench press. Looks good. So Maceras Castro, 160 kilos. And that looks good. And next up it's Eon Kalmick from Ireland, 175 kilos. And Amelia has been called away unexpectedly, so I'm delighted to be joined in the commentary booth by Isaiah from Switzerland. Welcome.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You join us at a really crucial point in the 93 kilo bench. I know you've been watching from the stands.
Yes.
So this is the Irish lifter, 175.
Ooh, that was easy. Beautifully executed. 3 white lights for Ian.
And next, John Vortel, who was the subject of either my best or my worst joke.
Oh,
I'll tell you afterwards. I don't think the crew want me to repeat it, but he has 177 kilos on the bar for his second attempt. A really good opener of 172.5.
yes, absolutely. That flew. After some struggles with squat, I think he can redeem himself with bench press.
Yeah, the squats didn't go great for him, did they? But he's in the game.
Mm-hmm. I think he hasn't lost much. But we will see how he will perform on bench.
Dutch coach watches on.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Almost as easy as the opener. And it's a good lift. 3 white lights for John.
Now, Jack Hopkins.
Let's go, Jack.
We're just saying he's come out of the sub-juniors. His first year as a junior. He's been winning everything as a sub-junior for the last couple of years. And I guess this is a little bit of a reality check coming into the juniors. He will have expected this. This is to equal his personal best in the second round. And the 175 went up like an empty bar.
Indeed, it did.
Now let's see how much, if any, the extra 7.5 kilos slows him down.
Ooh,
No, it doesn't, does it?
no change in speed at all.
Fantastic.
And it's a good lift. 3 white lights for for Jack.
Now, Yulong Lee, 185. Well, he missed it first time. We got 2 yellows and we couldn't see butt up in the replay. So, and then he got a red from the center referee as well. So it meant the jury couldn't have intervened even if they'd wanted to. Not saying any of the referees were wrong, we just couldn't explain the reason for it. So he must get this or he'll be under huge pressure in the third round. He, after all, is the favorite for the title. Oh, that's much better.
Much better, yes.
Well, after the last time, we'll wait for the referees. No. It's 2 yellows again. Watch this as the butt came up this time.
yes,
That's much more pronounced than last time.
Yeah,
Well, we've got drama in the 93 bench.
it's going to be very interesting and very tough for him.
Now, Isaac Asperud, 187.5. And Swedish coach Oliver Dahlqvist has been to the jury table, but of course the jury saw what we saw. And in fairness, the coach didn't see what we saw. He saw an easy looking bench press that was turned down. So this is Asperud.
Oh, beautiful.
Great bench press.
And it's a good lift for Isaac. Tiny bit of a
White
struggle.
lights.
Ooh, tiny bit of a struggle at the lockout, but well executed.
Now Andrea Cicero, Italy, 192.5. This will put him into the lead in the second round with 1 lifter remaining, and that's Richmond Biden.
He's a fighter.
What a battle.
3 white lights for Andrea. Good lift. He's a fighter, and I think
Certainly is. What would you put on next time as his coach? Maybe
No,
just 2.5 more?
just 2.5 more. I'd rather give him a run for the medal, put up a fight for gold, depending on how Richmond is going to perform with 195.
Well, here is Richmond Biden, and this will take the lead. He's currently in third place with 187.5. This will put him into the lead, and you were quite right. Cicero's gone 195, third round. Gets the start command. Oh,
Beautifully
smashed it.
executed. 3 white lights for Richmond. It's a good lift with another 5 kilos in the tank, I would say.
I would agree with you. And let's have a quick look at the scoreboard if we can before we go to the third round. And we see that Richmond Biden leads 195, Cicero second 192.5, Asperud third 187.5, then Hopkins. But remember, the favourite for the title, Lee, has failed to register a bench with either of his first 2 attempts. He would have wanted bench gold. Now he will just want to stay in the competition. And we're into the third round, and it's Alfredo Maceras Castro, 162.5 kilos on the bar.
Wow.
Lovely and smooth.
Smooth. And 3 right lights for Alfredo. That's a good lift.
Now, Ian Kalmick, Ireland, 180. This will be a big PB. He came in with 170.
He's looking confident.
Well, he's already got a PB with his second. This is to add yet 5 more.
Oh, beautiful, very smooth.
Oh, great bench press.
3 right lights for Iron, and that's also a good lift.
Now John Vortel, 182.5. This will give him a new PB, first time over 400 pounds on the bench.
That's true, the magic 400.
Yeah, it's a big number. Remember the first time I did it, it was equipped, mind you, not
yes.
classic, but still in all, it was special.
Yeah, there's just certain milestones you want to hit in your lifting career. If it's a 500-pound squat or a 600-pound deadlift, or in this case the 400-pound bench press, but it's a dream for everyone. Some achieve it, not all, but I think John has it in him. Let's go, John. Oh, he's a fighter.
Come
He's
on.
a fighter. Oh, no, looks like the butt came off the bench.
Oh, what an effort, but the 400 pounds will come, but sadly, not tonight. Great effort.
Well fought by John.
Now, in many ways, the biggest lift of the day, possibly the biggest lift of the week so far, because if Yulong Lee, the favourite for the gold medal on prognosis, does not make this bench, he is eliminated from the competition.
The crowd is going wild, they're cheering. Lee,
He's
got
locked
this.
it out twice, but both times he's got yellows. Oliver Dahlqvist yells last minute instructions. Everyone is behind him. Gets the start command. Oh, that looks a great bench press, but we wait.
3 white
Hey,
lights
it's
for Lee.
good. And Lee remains in the competition. Jack Hopkins. This will be the biggest bench press of his competitive life. 190 kilos for the 19-year-old British lifter. Everyone down in Bournemouth Barbell will be cheering him on, screaming at the screens. The first two moved so well. I don't want to jinx him, but I can't see the extra 7.5 kilos stopping him.
Me neither. Jack is pretty jacked, and for a 19-year-old, he's going to be.
He's amazing.
He's amazing.
Well, he was the best lifter in the sub-juniors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a few years, and he will be breaking hearts in the 93 juniors and open as well. Oh wow!
Oh ho ho!
Jack is
Hopkins
unstoppable.
hits 190,
Well done.
and he even allows himself a smile. Now Asperud from Norway. This will put him from 4th to 3rd. He is lighter than Hopkins. Hopkins is currently in bronze medal position. This will push him down to 4th and give Asperud the bronze medal. The top two are already ahead of him. But this will guarantee bronze.
Oh, that was a bit heavy.
What happened there?
Oh no, it looks like he's injured.
I think he's pulled. Oh. And I don't think we even want to see a replay of that. And I fear that that is the end of Asperud's competition. Well, we wish him well. Hope it's something minor, or indeed a dislocation that can be put straight back. But if it's a muscle or ligament or tendon tear, it could take a long time to heal. But this is Cicero, 195 kilos. Oh, I just hate to see that. Injuries are inevitable in top-level sport, but never nice to see.
I hope he will recover well.
Yeah, so do I. If we have any news of a positive nature, we will bring it to you.
Oh, Andrea is a fighter, and he's locking it out.
Oh, that's a fantastic bench press. And it must have been a bit off-putting for him as well, Isaiah, to see that just before he comes out to lift. There's got to be part of that on his mind, isn't there?
Of course.
Just as one human to another.
Yes, but he's very resilient.
Yeah.
I think mentally he's bringing his game and not letting himself.
When the bar's in your hands, don't think of anything but pressing it.
It's just you and the barbell. Either the barbell wins or you. And in this case, Andrea fought well.
Yeah. So Richmond Biden, he is the gold medalist. But this is more about total points than bench medals, because several of them have come here for the title. Only one of them can leave with it. Will it be Richmond Biden? Will it be Lee? That's a fantastic bench press.
Very speedy, 2 white lights for Richmond. It's a good bench. This was also the last bench press of tonight.
Yes, and for some of them, the last ever bench press as a junior lifter. We'll just have a quick summary of the 93 results and then we'll go to a quick break. So Richmond Biden takes gold with 200 kilos. Andrea Cicero takes silver with 195. Jack Hopkins takes the bronze with 190, and Asperud, sadly, although he is fourth place, it is most unlikely he will be able to continue. Lee is in fifth place, but has a very big deadlift. We're really looking forward to this. Join us again in about 9 minutes time, and we'll be doing the deadlifts, 83s, then 93s. And welcome back, everybody, to Skier Navise. If you've been with us earlier, you'd have seen a fascinating bench press competition, which followed an equally fascinating and dramatic squat competition in both the junior men's 83s and 93s. I'm joined in the commentary booth by Isaiah Raza from Switzerland. Isaiah, you slipped in halfway through when Amelia had to rush off suddenly. Thank you very much for doing so. You're Swiss coach, Swiss referee, sometimes Swiss lifter, but not this week. Is that correct?
Exactly. Today or this week, I've been reffing and coaching for Switzerland. I've been reffing for EPF, of course, but no, I'm not an athlete this week.
This week. But the other 51 weeks of the year, you are.
I am an athlete, yes. I try to get in my training, get it in the morning and in the afternoon. Sometimes I have to train in the evening when all the gyms are packed.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be an athlete as well this week.
Well, maybe you can add commentator to your long list of achievements, and it's lovely to have you in the booth. And this is Jose Lopez Llorente from Spain. And we are in the 83 kilo deadlifts where everything will be decided. We spoke over Jonsen Meerwold's first deadlift. Apologies to him for doing so, but everything is so rushed with the 10-minute breaks and so much to do in between. So this is Lopez Llorente. That looks good. No one eliminated from the competition in either the bench or the squats. We went close a couple of times, but everyone is still here. And of course, every time someone makes an opener, they make a total. This is Luke Wilson from Great Britain, 260 kilos on the bar.
This is also his last year as a junior.
Yeah, many of them will be lifting as a junior for the last time. So he has 3 more junior lifts, and then his career moves to the open. It looks like a really good opener.
3 white lights for Luke. Good start into deadlifts. He will be able to build his total over.
Oh, and there goes a 2.5 kilo plate on a little journey across the floor. Or was it a 1.25?
It was a 1.25, but they're just so small and tiny.
So this is the other Spanish lifter, Pablo Hernández Esteban. And if any jokes come along in your mind, you have Rob Esselin's permission to say them out loud.
I will. I try my best. The stakes or the level of jokes and puns are already pretty high, just like the level in this competition right now.
Oh, that looks good.
Very easy. And also 3 white lights for Pablo. Very well done.
Now, Andrea Orlandi. Following up a 285 squat and a 190 bench with a 265 opening deadlift to give him 740 subtotal after one deadlift if he makes this.
Beautifully executed.
Oh, you said it all.
And 3 white lights for Andrea. Very well done. That was a speedy opener.
And an extra white light from the commentators. Now, Guillaume Parisot, La France, 295.
That's a big jump. We went from 260 to 295 within one lifter. Big weights.
I think if we just call the first round deadlifts, Isaiah will be in a better position to talk more about total positions once everyone has lifted.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Very fast. And 3 white lights, good lift. Attempt selections have been on point until now for openers. Very speedy.
Now Matsu Kieli, 300 kilos.
Another milestone for most powerlifters, the 300 kilo deadlift.
Yeah, it used to be a lot rarer than it is now. We're seeing it in junior 93s now. Same as the 200 bench, that used to be a very rare beast.
Yes.
Wow.
Beautiful.
How good was that? This is building and building, but we promised we wouldn't talk about totals until the first round was complete. And Nathan Gavau is the last out. And he's taking 302.5 kilos. Well, that was really speedy.
Three
white
white
lights.
for Nathan. Dan is also looking happy.
Now we can have a little look at the totals now. And in the deadlifts, Gavau leads from Matsukieli and Parisot, but we're more interested now in the totals. And we see that Matsukieli 778, Gavau 757.5, Parisot 745, Orlandi 740. These four are where the medals are going to come from, Jonsson, Meervold. And I can tell you that Matsukieli has put in 315 for his second lift. That would give him a subtotal of 793 with a lift remaining. The European junior record is 785.5, so he is going to smash that with one deadlift remaining, if he gets it, of course. And I'm really sorry, I'll apologise to Simon Jonsson Meervold again. We've talked over him. The problem is he's coming out first, and there's so much to talk about what's happened and what's going to happen. And this is Lopez Llorente, and he is going 270 kilos. This will take him to 7th in deadlift. He's already ranked 5th overall, and that won't change that. Just taking time to compose himself, go into his bubble.
Great slack pulling, good fight.
Oh, that was
Very
really
easy.
good deadlift.
3 white lights for Jose. It's a good deadlift. Excellent choice for a second attempt.
Next up, Luke Wilson, Great Britain, 275 kilos. PB, 275 kilos. He's outside the medals. This will put him 14th to 7th in deadlift and keep his 6th place overall.
This weight should move fairly easily if it's his PB and he's doing in the second attempt. Let's go, Luke. Oh, very nice.
Oh wow, what a great deadlift.
Very clean lockout. He's very confident. He knows it's a good lift.
Doesn't even bother looking at the lights.
3 white lights for Luke. Well done.
Now Andrea Orlandi, Italy. Now he's outside the deadlift medals, but this will put him into the top 3 in total, with lifters to follow, of course, who could push him back down again.
This lift is important. He will have to show how he's going to build his deadlift into the third lift, into the third attempt. Hopefully this one will be as easy as the opener.
Of course, the lifters can change their third round deadlift twice. Once they see what the opponents have done.
Beautiful.
Oh no!
Grip.
Grip went in the right hand. I thought he had it.
Me too. It looked so convincing, but every now and then you have quad finger and your fingers just jump open and there's no way you can save it.
So next up we have Pablo Hernandez Esteban, and he's going 287.5. Well, it's only going to put him to 9th in total, I'm afraid. Bear in mind that the B group earlier are included in the scoreboard, as we told you when you were watching, if you were watching. Spanish shouts of encouragement from the audience.
Oh, he's got a fight.
Looks good.
Very beautifully done. 3 white lights for Pablo. Good lift. He has a bit in the tank.
Guillaume Parisot, 305 kilos. He's already in 3rd place overall. This will consolidate that 3rd, but it will also put him into the gold medal position in deadlift, of course, with 2 lifters to follow who could push him back down to bronze. This for the deadlift lead.
Wow, really fast.
Wow. This is some competition.
And 3 white lights.
Well, he's in the lead in deadlift.
But can Eduardo push him down
Well,
one spot?
this is to go into gold medal position in the deadlift with 1 lifter to go, but more importantly, this is a European junior total record. It's not come up on the screen, but the current record's 785.5 and this for 793. It's come up now. I was worried I was wrong for a moment there. This for a new European total record and to take the lead in deadlift.
He's fighting. Wow, that was so
Oh,
easy.
he smashed it. And it is
Incredible.
3 white lights. The coach celebrates far more than the lifter. The lifter's game face is still on. There's still another lift to be done. Nathan Gevau. This is 317.5. This is to go into the lead in deadlift. This is to take his total to 772, 20.5 kilos behind. Would that gap be closable? Well, look at his deadlift PB, 327.5.
So he's still something in the tank.
Yeah, if he gets this, he'll probably put something like 340, 350 on for a holding placeholder that they can drop from.
Playing some games, strategic games, and showing, looking where Italy can go with their attempt. Oh
No!
Slight balance issue.
No, I don't think it was strength, as you say, Isaiah. It was just balance.
It just looked like
But
balance.
I think that's ruined the game plan.
Yes, that has indeed. He needs to re-hit this weight to get gold in deadlift. He locked his knees just a bit early, but...
And just, sorry, just to interrupt, but just, well, this is what's important. Mazzucchelli on 793, a European junior total record. Gavau on 757. Pariso on 755, closing in on the silver. So we're going to have yet another European total record attempt. We're going to have a battle for the silver. We think the gold is probably gone. In terms of who's going to, the battle for the gold, I think that's over. Mazzucchelli's got that. And this is Johnson Meervold. Let's give him a full attention for his third deadlift.
Let's go, Simon.
247.5.
Oh, he's a fighter, yes.
That's a great,
very convincing lockout. And it's a good lift for Simon. Well done.
yeah, that gives him 685, 7th place overall, and of course gold medal in the bench press. Now Andrea Orlandi, 285.
Andrea put on another 5 kilos for his third attempt. After his grip slipped with 280.
The only change so far has been Luke Wilson.
Oh,
that's a great lift.
it's a good lift for Andrea. Very well done.
Now Luke Wilson, 285. He's going to be just outside the medals in both, but a great performance. This is for 6th in deadlift and to move from 6th to 5th in total. But Lopez Llorente, who he will be jumping over, has still to take his third lift and could take that place back.
It's a 10 kilo PR attempt for Luke.
Well, he looked really good on his second, didn't he?
Yes.
And it's only, the other way of looking at it, it's only 10 kilos more than something that looked pretty easy.
Exactly, exactly. Oh,
no, he almost had it. He could feel it coming out of his hands. He instinctively leant forward and the lift was as good as over. Brave, brave attempt though. So this is Jose Lopez Llorente. This is to go from 10th to 6th in deadlift, and he will now finish 5th. There is no one still to lift that can come past him. In total, that is.
Who's fighting?
No,
Bit too heavy for him.
gave it everything he had. And there are 4 more lifts. Sorry, 3 more lifts in the 83s. Let's call them one at a time. Sorry, 4 more, I was right. It's Pablo Hernández Esteban, who is taking 295. Put him to 4th place in deadlift and from 10th to 7th in total. The best of the B group is Bruvik in 8th place on 685. And this will move Hernández Esteban above that with 687.5.
Who's fighting?
No, just too much.
Not
Well, we
today.
see this time and time again in 3rd round deadlift. It's been a long, tiring competition. They're giving it their all.
They are risking some kilos to get into a better place.
Yes.
Getting some points for their nation, but it's worth it if it works out in the end.
Now, Guillaume Parisot, France, taking 310 kilos. He is 2nd place in deadlift. This will move him from 4th to 2nd in total, ahead of Gavau. But remember, Gavau has still to take his 3rd lift. But of course he can't drop because he's already attempted 317.5 once.
Exactly.
From outside the medals to a guaranteed bronze and a possible silver,
On deadlift.
310. Oh, he's locked it out. What a fantastic performance from Parisot. And it's 3 wide lights and he moves into silver. Well, he's still in silver medal in deadlift, but more importantly, he moves into silver medal position in total. And now we have Nathan Gavau. 317.5 on the bar again. It's quite simple. If he makes this, he is the European total silver medalist. And he also moves into gold medal position in the deadlift, but he won't care about that. He wants the overall silver. It's way below his PB, but he missed it last time. But we think, Isaiah, it was a balance issue rather than a strength issue.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's just a case of can he put it right?
Yes. It's all about timing now. Nathan, you've got this.
Here we go. This for silver medal. Oh yes,
Beautifully
he's locked that out. We'll wait for the referees to double check.
It's a good lift for
3
Nathan.
white lights, and Gavau takes the overall silver. He moves into gold medal position in the deadlift, and Matsukieli comes out for the last lift of the 83s. This would give him the gold medal in deadlift. He is already the European champion. He is already the European junior record holder. This would give him another European junior record. This would take him to 798 kilos. Have I forgotten anything?
No, he's come for everything, and I hope he will go home with everything. He will put another 5 kilos onto the European junior record total if this lift goes as easily as the 2nd attempt.
Well, there's a sudden hush. There's an excited silence. And here we go.
And the crowd is on fire. Just like...
No! Well, he doesn't take it all. He is the European champion. He is the new European junior record holder in total, but he has to settle for the silver in deadlift, because deadlift gold goes well. We're swapping about the pages. Let's do the totals then. Mazzucchelli is the champion and the new European junior record holder with 793. Gevau is the silver medalist with 772. Parisot is the bronze medalist with 760. Also on 760 is Orlandi from Italy, but Parisot had the lighter body weight. And just to summarize the deadlifts, oh, I can't, it's changed. From memory, Gevau got the gold with 317.5. Mazzucchelli took the silver with his second round attempt, and I think did Parisot take the bronze in the deadlift?
I'm not sure. I think so. He pulled 305.
Yeah, we'll have the medal ceremony soon enough, and I can tell you that Mazzucchelli, with that performance, has gone to the top of the IPF best scoring lists. He's pushed Carl Johansson from the 74s down into second place. He has 110.00, and we are into the 93s. It's Isak Asperud from Norway, 257.5 kilos on the bar, and I'm going to pause for breath.
Very easy. I think his chest is okay. I think he's okay.
Of course. In all the excitement. Oh, well, it's wonderful to see him on the platform. Do you think perhaps that'll be it? He's made a total?
I hope not, that it's just a token deadlift. I hope he has another few kilos in him.
I mean, maybe it was just a cramp.
Maybe it was just a cramp, yeah. You never know.
That's fantastic news if that's the case, because I was worried about quite a serious injury. Now, Jon Kalmik, Ireland, is opening on 280. His PB is 300.
This should be an easy lift for Jon.
And again, I think the best thing to do, Isaiah, just let the first round unfold, call the deadlifts, and then we'll have a clearer position of the picture once everyone's lifted.
Wow, so easy.
3 white lights. Now Jack Hopkins, 290. Well, they're all so closely ranked. Look, 1, 2, 3 of them going 290. 2 of them going 292.5. And 1 of them going 310. So nothing is going to become clear until the third round, is it?
Exactly, we will have to wait out and see all the attempts, but I'm looking forward to it.
And some music adds atmosphere to an already electric atmosphere as Jack Hopkins gets ready. And of course, every time someone makes a good lift, they make a total.
Beautiful
That's
lift.
good. And I see Asperud is coming out in the second round. The news gets better and better. Meanwhile, 3 white lights for Hopkins. Now Vortel, also 290 kilos, and he'll be followed by Yulong Lee, who will also be on 290 kilos.
20 seconds on the clock for John.
Wow.
Oh no.
Did he put that down too soon?
No, his hand slipped. Well, the bar slipped out of his hand.
Yeah.
I know.
I thought he had it.
It looked so easy.
Oh, and yeah.
The bar rolled in his hand. I guess he's going to retake 290 for his second.
It would not make any sense to do more. If you're struggling to grip a weight, the last thing you need to do is have to grip even more
Exactly.
to make a total. Now this is Yulong Lee, 290 kilos.
Very speedy, very fast. 3 white lights for Lee. He's in the race with 290 for his first deadlift.
Now Cicero, 292.5 for the next two lifters. Cicero and Maceras Castro, and Biden will be the last out.
Oh, that looked like a double attempt.
Wait for the referees. Well, they like it 2-1. Let's look at it again. No, we didn't see any more. Seems to be no action from the jury, so he's got away with that one if it was. Now, Maceras Castro, 295. Only one more in the third round, and that's Biden.
Beautifully executed.
Great deadlift.
3 white lights for Alfredo.
Richmond Biden, 310 kilos.
Wow.
Oh,
So easy. 3 white lights for Richmond, and it puts him ahead of the pack with an
well, he is now on
800.
802. Next best is 777.5, so he's 25 kilos ahead. Actually, yeah, 25 kilos ahead. And we're into the second round, and Asperud will try and get information afterwards and bring it to you tomorrow as to what happened to Asperud, but the good news is he seems absolutely fine.
Luckily, the chest isn't a prime mover for deadlifts.
No. Just about everything else is, but not the chest.
Oh.
No, I think he should stop there. And I think maybe he should have stopped after one lift. Sometimes lifters can be too brave for their own good.
Oh no.
And we'll just take a very, very short break while we get some more medical attention for Asperud. And I really, really wish that he'd just made a total and walked away, because I suspect by not doing so he may have turned a minor injury into something more serious. But he's walking away. Now John Wortle is going to attempt 290 kilos. He's the only one in the group not to get an opener.
Well, from Group A of tonight.
Yeah. There was one from the B group earlier, but he's the only one from the A group that hasn't got a deadlift opener yet. So we wish him well.
Oh, the bar is loaded.
And here he comes. Oh, it's come out of his right hand again. The same thing. The strength is not an issue. It's just the grip on the right hand side. That could have been a replay of the first one.
Exactly. It's as soon as the bar begins to roll, there's no way of stopping it. No matter how fast or how much you squeeze your hand.
Yeah, you've just got to grip it so that it doesn't roll.
Yes, the initial phase of the deadlift where grip has to be set is crucial, and there's no chance of holding
a moving bar.
A moving barbell.
So Jon Kalmik, he's taking 295. This will move him into second place in deadlift and from 6th to 4th in total, with lifters who can push him back down.
Wow, that was so fast.
Again, that was like the first one as well.
Exactly. Does this man know any gravity? He just pulled so fast.
The lifting has been so good this week. You probably heard Rob and I have been talking about Polish gravity.
Polish gravity.
There must be Polish gravity when the lifts are so heavy.
Yes. 300 for Lee.
And this will put him into second place in deadlift, more importantly into second place in total. This would give him 777.5, same as Cicero at a lighter body weight. And as I was talking, he smashed it. Now Jack Hopkins is going 305 for a second. Still 5 kilos below his personal best. And I'm not going to give numbers, but I've seen him do insane rack pulls in training. So I know that if he can get a big number moving, he's going to finish it. This is 305. And this will move him into second place in deadlift and take him to 4th place overall. This will put him to 767. Oh, that's a fantastic lift. That was an empty bar lift. And if Hopkins really takes a risk, there's a chance he could get on the podium here. Next we have Alfredo Maceras Castro. He's taking 310. This will put him into the lead in the deadlift from 5th place. He will not feature in the total, but has a chance of a deadlift medal. But he's lighter than Cicero, who will be taking the same weight. So in this round, only Biden can push him out of deadlift gold position. That looks, well, he got a yellow. I'm not sure what that was for. Look at it again.
Me
Maybe the
neither.
coach's eye can tell us. Feet didn't move, didn't beat the command.
I don't know why yellow. Blue I would have understood, but yellow, I do not agree.
Now, this is Cicero.
310.
It will only put him to third in deadlift on body weight. But it will put him to second overall. It'll put him to 795 at a, and Lee is on 777.5. Oh, it's a great pull from Cicero. Well, this is changing all the time. At one point I had Lee as the favourite, but then he missed his first two benches and he had to keep retaking it and he lost ground on the others. And now he is way behind Biden, and this is Biden coming out now with 320 to extend his total lead. It's currently 8.2. This is 8.12.5. This will put him 15 kilos ahead of Cicero with one lift remaining. And Cicero is heavier, and Cicero has gone 330. That may change. Oh, wow.
Very easy pull by Richmond. And we have 3 white lights. Good lift.
And we'll do a quick summary as the bar is stripped down before we move into the final round of a long but enthralling day, which has seen, well, here we go in the deadlift. Biden leads from Maceras, Castro, Cicero, Hopkins fourth, but I expect a big jump from him. And then in the total, Biden leads by 15 kilos from Cicero, with Lee a further 17.5 kilos behind. Hopkins 10 kilos behind Lee. Into the last round. Now this is to make a total. John Vortel, come on. It's the right hand. He's got to focus on the right hand. Keep it locked, keep it round the bar. Just 1 second longer and he'll get the down command. Here we go. No, it's gone again. Oh dear, dear, dear. So sorry. Oh, what do you say? What do you say?
Oh God, what a sad day for John.
Ah, no.
He fought so well.
Well, with sport comes joy, and with sport also comes heartbreak. And one lifter's joy is another lifter's heartbreak. And we'll refocus on Yulong Lee.
305 was
He
it
is
for his
third overall. This is to put him further away from Hopkins. But Hopkins, this will give him 782. Hopkins has a bar weight of 785 total. That would put him into third even if Lee gets this. And he has. That's a great lift for Lee. No! No, he got 2 red lights and the Swedish lift
for
coach
not
goes
fully
straight.
locking the deadlift. I do not agree.
I don't see that myself, but referees may see something we're not. We're 20 yards away and looking at a screen there within a couple of meters of the lifter.
I did see his hand opening and he was able to hold onto the weight. Very impressive. Not many people can do that. But for me, that looked fully locked.
Well, Hopkins has come down to 322.5. But this is Ian Kalmik. This is to go to second place in deadlift, and this is to go to fourth place overall.
10
and
kilos over his
push
PB.
Hopkins down to fifth.
Wow.
Oh, all his deadlifts have been spectacularly good. The last one looked like an opener.
Way too easy. Way too easy. But he built his total. I'm pretty sure he learned something for next time.
Now Jack Hopkins has taken 2 changes, and the result of that is that he is taking 317.5 kilos. This is for 780, and this would give him a podium place in total. Also put him to second place in deadlift. He doesn't care about that. He wants the podium in his first year out of the sub-juniors and into the juniors. And if the first 2 lifts are anything to go by, he has a more than even chance of doing it. First time tonight he's looked really animated. Everything else has been calmness personified. Now he really wants this. This for a bronze medal in his first year as a junior.
He's fighting, he's fighting.
Oh, that's good, that's good. And he could have held it all day. And the referees say, good lift. 3 white lights. And Jack Hopkins takes overall bronze. Attempt change. And now we got Maceras Castro gone to 320. This is to go from 4th to 3rd in the deadlift. He's been good with 295. He's been good with 310. Now 320.
The crowd is going
and
wild.
The Spanish coach is urging the crowd to support the lifter. The music builds. The referees and the platform crew await his arrival. And he has to get into the zone. And this is for a guaranteed deadlift medal. It puts him into bronze. There's only 2 to lift after him, so he will be guaranteed a medal. Not sure what colour yet, but he must make this lift. Oh no! Oh, and now that is. I know he's disappointed, but nearly had it, and just throws his belt on the floor in disgust.
Very emotional situation.
Yeah, didn't throw it at anyone, just threw it on the floor. Another attempt change. And it's Cicero, 322.5.
Trying to go for that
has
gold
given up
medal.
any attempt to catch Biden for the title. He wants the deadlift gold, and this would give it to him. And this would push Hopkins down to the bronze and push Kalmik out of the medals in deadlift. So close. You picked a good one to commentate on.
I did. It's the most interesting deadlift challenge I've ever witnessed.
So Andrea Cicero, in summary, He is second overall. He will be on the podium. But this is to go into the lead in deadlift with only one lifter to follow. The only problem for him is that lifter is Richmond Biden.
He's fighting,
Oh no, it's
but
stuck.
it's too
It's
heavy
stuck.
for Andrea today.
Well, we can tell you that there's a bronze medal in the deadlift to Ireland. There's a silver medal in the deadlift to Great Britain. But the gold medalist in the deadlift and the winner of the European title is going to go 3-3-5. He has nothing to lose. This is for an 8-7 total. And it will be a 10 kilo personal best. But what a great time to try a PB when you've already won everything and there's nothing to lose. The last lift of the day,
Full of
Richmond
emotion.
Biden, 335 kilos. Cries of Allez! Allez, Richmond! No! He's fine.
He's fine. He's happy.
Well, what a great competition the 93s have given us tonight. What a great competition the 83s have given us tonight. And let's quickly summarize where we are. In the deadlift in the 93s, Richmond Biden takes the gold, 320 kilos. Jack Hopkins from Great Britain takes the silver, 317.5 kilos. Jan Kalmick from Ireland takes the bronze with 310 on body weight from Maceras Castro. And Kalmick's lifts were amazing. What could he have done if he had 4 or 5 lifts? And in the total, the champion, 812.5, Richmond Biden. Silver medal goes to Andrea Cicero, Italy, 795. The bronze medal goes to Jack Hopkins, Great Britain, 780 kilos. With that last pull, he put himself 2.5 kilos ahead of Yu Long Lee, who finishes 4th, with Ian Kalmick in 5th place, a very creditable 5th place with 770 kilos. Well, Isaiah, if you can gather your thoughts, give us some thoughts on that. How was it for you?
Well, tonight was very emotional. A lot of incredible deadlifts, incredible squats, and incredible bench attempts have been performed. We have had 2 athletes bomb in this 93 junior flight. Well, in flight A and flight B.
Yeah.
It's always sad to see people bomb. They work hard the entire year, and then when they arrive at Europeans, they want to perform and show what they're capable of doing.
But sometimes, as Rob and I were saying earlier, in your development as a lifter, particularly as a junior, you learn more lessons from the defeats than you do from the victories.
Absolutely. I 100% can agree on this. Well, to be honest, most lifters are young when they are in juniors or even sub-juniors, and every competition is a learning opportunity, and the more learning opportunities you have, the better you prepared you are for opens. And opens is where you build your legacy, I guess.
Yes.
And being
And anything bad that happens today won't have any effect on their standing as an open lifter in 10 years' time.
never, not a bit. And most people will think back to their first competition or their uh, best competition in life, but no one will reduce you to your competitions as a junior or a sub junior, because the overall lifting of your entire life is way more than just one competition.
And I think the other thing to say, we were saying with Rob earlier, that the future of European powerlifting is in such good hands with the sub juniors and the juniors that we've seen in the last 5 days.
Yes, I think most countries have really built and invested into their youth. I've never seen this many talented sub-juniors and juniors competing that are next year going to wreak havoc in opens and break some hearts, as I've said before.
Yeah, and one of the other interesting things is with the juniors and sub juniors being split from the Open next year, it also gives the juniors a chance to enter the Open as well as the juniors. Whereas this year they've got to choose one or the other.
Exactly. That's something that a lot of people would have liked to do. Enter two competitions in this world stage on this level with this many international athletes, and having this opportunity in the future is absolutely great. You get to see the world, and you get to meet your friends, your competitors, more than once a year now, and I absolutely
It's fantastic.
love it.
Well, we've been told we have to sign off now, so I say once again many thanks for sitting in tonight at very short notice. We were going to have you later in the week anyway. We hope to still have you later on in the week. If you can arrange something with Rob around your busy coaching schedule, I'm sure he would relish the chance to get another training session in and keep his coach happy. So from us in the commentary booth, we'll say goodbye. Tomorrow the lifting starts again at 9 o'clock in the morning Central European time. It's junior men all day. I won't go through the details. We'll run through that tomorrow when you join us then. But from Isaiah and myself in the commentary booth, please stay with us for the victory ceremony. But from the commentary booth, bye for now.
93 kg class. Proszę Państwa, najpierw przystąpimy do kuracji moment opening medalami za udział. Wszyscy zawodnicy, którzy startowali w dzisiejszych zajęciach, otrzymują medal za udział. A wśród osób decydujących będzie jeszcze pan Jacek Dętek, radny miasta Skierniewice. Ladies and gentlemen, you see the best lifters in 83 and 93 junior model class, age class. First one of them, the participation medals, and wszyscy zawodnicy, którzy startowali w junior klasach udział, następnie będzie deklaracja z małymi medalami, czyli za najlepsze wyniki w poszczególnych bojach, a następnie deklaracja dla dużych medalami, czyli za najlepsze wyniki w totalu, czyli w trójkącie. Second place with 772.5 kilograms, Nathan Pevao from Great Britain. Miejsce drugie z 775 kilograma, Nathan Pevao z Wielkiej Brytanii. And ladies and gentlemen, first place with 793 kilograms and European champion title win Eduardo Masuccelli, Italy. Next congratulations to the Federation Champion Tytuł mistrza Europy juniorów na kategorii 83 kg zdobywa Eduardo Masuccelli z Włoch. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up. Everybody please stand up. You are waiting. You are waiting. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, national anthem of Italy.
stand up. Stand up, please. Thank you.
Stand up. Stand
Okay,
up.
okay.
All of you. Okay, we can start. And thank you guys. Thank you. And music please, please, maestro.